bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked time. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out. I'm a hot girl yelling.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send 2 teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Up next, it's our main event between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. Has it all teed up, and we're off from US Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, sir. Turn on, sir. Yep.
Throwing to start this game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with the sack.
On the move, headed right. A little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
This one falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
That's taken on the 7. Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So try it again. Started me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies still.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the first carry here for the running back. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He's tackled at the 32-yard
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over
2nd
Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. This is an opening drive field goal. Maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later. If they play well, they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brian Thomas with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. as his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Sheds off the tackle. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He is out of bounds right around the 34.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They can almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Here's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Fields. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
To throw is Fields. Down the field, he's got Noel. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
63
A
yards.
huge play there for Houston. 63 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Vikings 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Vikings send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable here for Davis. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Texans will take over
at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Green 19, go.
Now it's Fields. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And It's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
58, who's here, is that?
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. And a quick throw here that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action. Now McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing is McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Money up to a whole nother level.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Down to the 10. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Davis now to return it. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. Go.
Another run with Mitchell. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Quit cheating out there.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
The Vikings will line up.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive, so you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. 319.
Back to throw. Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get down, bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Grenard in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's over the middle into the hands of Knowles. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Well, they tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where...
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They got 29 yards that time.
And the Vikings first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. Open man, that's Fulton.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Texans' 20.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daniil Hunter showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their 25-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Now Fields going to run. That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brian Thomas
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Koo now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 18. Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brings up second and 20 at the 13-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Christian Harris dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Throwing again on second and 10. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Texans are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
The Vikings will line
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Texans 42. Vikings 24.
So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick.
out. The Texans hands team recovers.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the
Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Quick hitter here is complete.
Well, I don't think he got there, no.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
11. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans first down.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
Justin Fields.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. Twisting away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They get a big amount back, 18
yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another Vikings first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Looking to throw McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
18-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you're playing today. When you're in that zone, you go and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd and 10.
Yep. Here we go, son. Turn ball, straight. Ball straight. Straight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
You got it.
3rd down.
Again, Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Don't jump. Ready? Press. Butt straight. Go.
To throw is Fields. Down the field, he's got Knowles.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another 10.
Fields going to change things up here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Vikings 24.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And